Hello YouTube, Austin here from cabin 7248 of the Carnival Conquest, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about what I brought on this cruise, what you can bring on a cruise, because it kind of, let me move this here, it kind of made me wonder when I was traveling. I'm a guy that carries EDC gear every day, and I attempted to go on another cruise and ran into some snags with my last set of EDC, so I'm going to show you what I brought. Just a heads up, the gear in this bag, some of it's a lot less expensive than what I would normally use. Reason for that is I flew on an airline to get here to Miami from snowy Salt Lake City, Utah, and TSA agents in the past, and with several other people I've known, have been known to sticky finger nice pocket knives and multi-tools right out of your check bags. So this isn't what I would normally carry on a normal day, but I found on this cruise it's done a pretty good job. So here we go. First thing, we got the Drago backpack. We're gonna unsnap here. My son Jordan's gonna get into the frame. Say hi to YouTube, Jordan.
Hi.
Say hi to YouTube, AJ.
Hey.
Okay, so here we are. We're gonna unclip. So right here in the top, got our American flag pouch, because we want everybody to know in the entire world where we go that we are members of the nation of undefeated back-to-back World War champs. So the first thing, I have a trauma kit. This has a SWAT T tourniquet, a Z-Pack dressing, some quick clot, some nitrile gloves, and some duct tape, just in case you get a bad injury, a bad bleeding injury. I had a bucket full of earplugs for the plane flight out here. They didn't do no good. In the pocket here, we've got, so let's back up. The thing that, from my research, I worry about the most on a cruise ship, and it wouldn't be sinking, because if you're in the lifeboat, you're going to live. If you got to try to swim out there, well, you ain't going to make it. I ain't going to tell you what's going to happen, but going to be bad. So the first thing would be power outage. So I bring a lot of lights. I don't ever want to be in the dark or without light. So first thing, we got the Big Larry from Nebo. It's got a magnetic tail cap so you can stick it places. 3 modes. Pretty good deal. Very inexpensive. I also brought the Little Larry from Nebo. This one's compliments of FRB Welding, my employer, the builder of the finest water trucks on the planet. It's got just 1 mode, AA powered. Magnetic clip also. Now this, there you go. Kid's shutting the lights, shades, that's cool. So next we've got, not leave that open, Agent. That's good right there. We got the Phoenix, get this open here. The Phoenix RC11 with a little paracord lanyard I made, and then I had this carabiner on it because when I went snorkeling I was able to snap it on my vest with my camera, so I had a light just in case it got dark. It's very bright. I believe this is 1,000 lumens on turbo light, 18650 powered. It's very handy. It's a good light, good affordable light. And it lived through being in salt water for 2 hours the other day, so it must be pretty good. Next thing, just a regular old USB 18650 power bank. The neat thing about this is I can charge my cell phone, which don't work out here, at least not affordably. I can also charge my flashlight, the RC11, or my camera with this, so it's a pretty good deal. There. The bottle of ibuprofen. Just some cheap multi-Swiss Army clone crappy knife that's actually fairly sharp with a little lanyard on it. Cost $1, so if somebody stole it out of my bag, I wouldn't have cared. Charging cord for the RC11 light. Just another general USB cord right here. Here's one that is handy to have, but most people don't. Magnetic pickup tool. You can find these anywhere for very inexpensive. They're just handy to have. My kid dropped something on the plane. It was his pilot wings. Went way down under the seat behind a piece of trim that you couldn't reach with your hand. This got it out, saved the day. So, just a USB 110 socket. Although I will tell you, here in these cruise ship rooms, most of the lamps have USBs on them. So, take that for what it's worth, at least on the Carnival Conquest. So this is the next thing. Off. This is just a lanyard from Rock Auto with a bunch of keys on it. Just old keys. Everybody has old keys. We don't ever throw keys away for some reason. Nobody does. But what this is if you're out walking around the island and you run into some trouble, if you keep this in your pocket, you got something to strike somebody. That might sound crazy, but on our last cruise to Jamaica, I got mugged by a guy with a 2-foot machete. Cost me about $600. So, take it or leave it. Next time, I'll hit him in the face with the keys. Couple pens. Travel toothpaste and toothbrush. I obviously have dental hygiene products in my check bag, but if they get lost, it's nice to have. Some pads of paper. This is from Cowboy Village Resort. Where else do we got? The D Las Vegas. There you go. That's the next thing. Just some sunscreen. Obviously, I got more sunscreen, but this sunscreen stays in this bag all the time. Just always have some. It was a 3-pack of Bic lighters, but I gave one to my buddy, and I got one in my pocket. So, Bic lighters. So, in the next pocket, this is a bag that, when it's not with me here on the cruise ship, it's with me. I'm a traveling salesman by trade, and I take this bag with me, and normally I have a set of sockets and some other things in there, and I'll show that in another video someday. But I know from my last cruise I had to pitch my toolkit before they let me on, so that didn't come this time. But I've got this stuff. Some Super 33 electrical tape, and inside with that tape I got a couple hose clamps. It is handy to have hose clamps. Believe me, you never know what you'll use them for, but once you use them, you're like, man, I'm glad I got them. And then the Scotch tape comes in a nice container, keeps it dry. Some Brunswick chicken salad ready to eat and crackers. I don't know why this is what I put in there. It's what I found at the house. It's like, some food, just in case you need it. Don't really care for chicken salad. It's better eating your arm. Next thing, just a set of nitrile cotton work gloves. Never know when you're going to need gloves. Some cable ties. Handy again for just holding things, or if you needed to restrain somebody somehow, or like I say, it's just handy to have. It's easy to hook things up to your bag, or keep things together, or fix things. Couple lengths of paracord, black, green, and pink. I just like to make lanyards when I'm bored sometimes, and it's good to have cordage, right? This one here, neon slap bracelets, 16. This is for tonight, the last night on the deck party. I'll let my kids use them, but the main reason I brought these in a power outage, there's 4 the green color. I can slap one on each member of my family and we will be able to stick together easily. So 16 pack of neon glow bracelets. If you don't use them for that, they're fun just to play with if you got kids, which I do. Just some bargain basement headlamp. I got the batteries in backwards so it doesn't turn on in the bag, but it does work. I'll show you. Just a bargain basement headlamp. Couple functions. AAA powered. Very, very inexpensive. But again, if the power's out, it's a lot better than walking in the dark. And if somebody takes it, you're not out your $100 Petzl. A copy of the Holy Bible. I'm not a religious man myself, but that doesn't mean somebody I'll be trapped with might not be. Plus, I've been reading it. Hey, what can I say? This is a G-Shock box, and I just use it because it's a good container. In here, we just got a variety of Band-Aids and Neosporin Band-Aids, some alcohol pads, a shower cap, sewing kit, just some stuff in case you need it. The other day we were out on the snorkel boat. My nephew got a cut on his foot. I was the only one that had a Band-Aid. Hey, look at that. Big win. That's all I got in that pocket. Finally, the back compartment. Some pretty basic stuff. I've got a hank of rope. You never know when you're going to need rope. I do know how to tie a lot of different knots and things too, so it is handy to have. And some rope. The longer length of that green paracord, but it's not real paracord, it's just some green cord. A half-used bottle of water from our excursion yesterday that I haven't taken out yet, but hey, you always got to have water, so. Oh, you want that?
Yes.
There you go.
Thanks.
Hook that up. Oh, my boy Jordan's giving me a Mentos. Thanks, bud. The Fresh Maker. A real bottle of sunscreen. And then in this back pouch here, we've got space blanket. I have one in here. I have one in every suitcase we brought, just in case you need it.
Yep.
Probably wouldn't get too cold here, but could probably use it as a sunshade if you had to. One roll of toilet paper wrapped in several bags. You got a bag in case you need it, but this will keep it dry. This bag of toilet paper has been in my bug out bags that I've had for probably 5 years. Haven't had to use it yet. It's nice to have it. And that's about it. So that's it for the bag. Now I'll show you what I carry in my pocket every day on the cruise. Zebra F701 pen. Awesome pen. Solid stainless steel. That's all I'm going to say. Again, the $5 Ozark Trail pocket knife that's a copy of a case. I have about 100 case knives. I'm not going to risk any of them to get swiped by TSA. I also have many Microtechs and other things, but this $5 has done nothing but good for me on this trip. It's pretty damn sharp for $5 too. Then I got my little pouch I keep in my pocket. We're just going to dump that out here. Actually right here. Gonna move some of this stuff. Dope! Okay. So, number one, mini Bic lighter. See those marks on it? It's from melting paracord with the end. Works just great. Bottle opener. Awesome piece. Just an aluminum cheapo bottle opener. Rig Mats of America. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to the oil field. A set of trim nail clippers. Pretty standard. A Cabela's moldy tool. I seen this at Cabela's for $5, and I'm like, well, now I have a moldy tool on the cruise. And again, if it gets stolen, who cares? But it's got a few things. It's got a knife. Let's see. Knife, a couple of screwdrivers right there, This side's got a saw, a pry bar, some scissors. Of course, it's a pair of pliers. So again, it's just nice to have a multi-tool. You never know when you're going to need it. I used it to tighten the screws on this here latch. You can see it yesterday. I didn't line it up that crooked, but the screws were stripped out, so I will. And last but not least, this is my Olight S10R rechargeable flashlight. It's got a magnetic tail cap, 300 lumens. This is the 5-6-year-old model. I've had it for, 5 years. This is my everyday carry light back home. It stays in my pocket every day. It's the lanyard I sewed for it when I got it, or made for it when I got it. I brought it with because I've never had problems getting flashlights onto planes and cruise ships. So that's what I was able to bring on this cruise boat. I just thought I'd throw out a video to people out here like me that are wondering what I can bring and what I can't. So I'll be posting this for you. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up or just put something in the comments. And if there's something you think I missed, let me know, and I'll cut at the end with just a little tour of the balcony. This is it's the bigger balcony they got, big blue water. This is actually the Carnival Ocean Suite. But yeah, it's got plenty of room. It's got kids flossing. It's got another kid running around. It's got the dressing room here into the bathroom. Bathroom has a jetted tub. Don't mind the mess. I've got kids swimsuits everywhere because we all brought like 3 swimsuits. So thanks for checking in, and happy sailing to you. Goodbye.